What's going on, guys? Spencer here with HM Massage. Today I wanted to talk about how to go about massaging overweight and obese clients. While this can be a sensitive topic, this is an important topic because especially in America, which has the highest rates of obesity in the world, about 60% of American citizens are overweight and 40% of those are obese. Meaning you're going to come across an obese client sometime in your massage career, and there are a few things that you need to know about prepping for that massage. I do want to say above all things, I think the biggest thing is to not be an asshole. An overweight or an obese client knows that they are overweight. It's not a shock to them. So they're coming in probably overcoming a lot of insecurities that they already have. You're still working on a person no matter how large they are. A lot of obese clients desperately need massage work because they have so many body pains and issues. But a lot of them are afraid to do it because they are afraid of that judgment. So as a therapist and a health professional, it is our job not to judge. We are simply trying to improve their life, fix their pain, and improve their health. That being said, here are a few tips and things to note when massaging obese clients. First, you're going to want to drop your table a couple of knobs, or if you have a hydraulic table, that's even better. An overweight client is obviously going to be thicker on the table, and you want to avoid massaging like this with your hands really up. You want to keep them down. So in order to do that, you want to drop your table so that the top of the client's back is still going to be at a neutral position where it's not going to put your shoulders in a dangerous position. It's also good to note that stretching these clients is usually going to be a lot harder. They're probably going to have limited range of motions and joint issues already, so putting their muscles in a weird position or stretching them a lot or moving them is not only going to be difficult because there's a lot of weight, but it can also kind of endanger them or their joints. And while you don't always have to go a lot deeper, there's an idea that because somebody is a lot bigger, they're going to need a lot more pressure. And while times that can be true, I think overall, because their muscles and their skin are overstretched and overworked, that it's very, very sensitive to touch. And for those reasons, they'll have a lot of pain, which often means you don't have to go a lot deeper on these clients compared to an athlete or even somebody with not a lot of musculature. And while you don't always have to go a lot deeper, it can be harder to kind of palpate the muscles and find where they're at. This is where knowing your anatomy comes into play. If you know your anatomy extremely well, you really don't even have to palpate a lot because you can visualize where the muscle connections are and then find the muscle in a heartbeat. But someone with a lot of adipose, which is the correct term for fat, it's going to be harder to palpate and feel through those layers of adipose tissue in order to get to the actual musculature. But as a friend once told me, the muscle's under there somewhere. And that's true. The muscle is still going to be there, maybe harder to palpate, but knowing your anatomy, you'll know what you're hitting when you hit it. And that leads to another point, is to avoid trigger point work. You really don't want to find a spot and then just hold it, because that can bruise clients like this a lot easier. Generally, with larger clients, you want to give a much more broad pressure, and then you can go deep that way. Or if you don't need to go deep, still apply that broad pressure. Use your hand or palm, use your forearm, and really get a large surface area as you're working them. Lastly, there are quite a few health diseases and contraindications you do have to be careful with someone who is obese. And these aren't all of them, but you do have to worry about heart disease and stroke, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, osteoarthritis, gout in their joints, and asthma or other breathing issues. Obesity is also linked to various types of cancer and of course just generalized pain, especially in the low back and hip area. And that last point is something to keep in mind. Obese clients generally have a lower quality of life due to a ton of pain. They're oftentimes taking ibuprofen or other pills daily just to go about their activities of daily living. That's why it's so vital as massage therapists that we create an open, warming, welcome environment that clients like this will want to come to. It should be completely judgment-free, and it is not our job to tell them they need to change their life. It might not be a bad idea, but our ultimate job is for us to treat them like any other client, fix them the best of our ability in that session, and let them leave with less pain and feeling better when they came in. And I'm really happy whenever I do see an overweight or obese client coming in to get massages, because they're taking an active step towards their health and stopping and fighting this pain they have. There are so many people, overweight and obese, who just never leave the house and kind of give up, or they get too afraid and they're too insecure to go out and try and fix something. And as somebody who was formerly overweight in my younger years, I completely understand that. It takes a lot of confidence to go out and about and let other people make their opinions of you, because other people are going to do that. But as a therapist, we can avoid that. So do your best to keep the strokes broad, avoid that trigger point work, always start off lighter and slowly, and then work into deeper tissue if you even need to, and you'll probably change that person's life for the better, and may even get a new repeat client from it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do hope this video helped you out and you learned something from it. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day.